What's going on, my friends in YouTubeville? I hope you are well. If you notice something different about me, yes, I did. I cut the yard, cut the grass a little bit, got it all nice and even. So that had to happen, I guess. My hair gets too thick, it ain't a whole hell of a lot going up here. So I start looking like Bozo the Clown, so I got to buzz it down. I got to even it out. Got to get my ears looking a little as goofy as they are still anyways. Anyway, I thought I had somewhere here locally who could do some cushions for me today. We have a bunch of boat manufacturers around here, kind of like you do in Florida. And it said Coastal Cushions or Carolina Cushions, and then it said Nautical something on the other side. And I said, I've got some measurements I can give you for a bench from an RV, a custom RV. He goes, we don't really do anything other than boats. And I was like, ugh. So I got to order them online. But that's okay. I've got a source online. I'm going to get those ordered. So I know I've said that how many times now? But we're getting there. I've already started kind of getting things out of here, going to get things straightened up. And I noticed something here. I was draining my tank. It's made a ring where one of my tanks are where we plastic dipped under the counter. So I'm going to get that surfaced differently, maybe put some more plastic dip. I'll figure that out. I'm thinking that next step could be like that rubberized stuff that's really cool, kind of like spray on bed liner, but we'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm just speculating in my brain. I really have no damn clue. Other than that, things are great with this thing. Other than if the weather would make up its mind, I tell you, I feel for the people in the Midwest and in Texas right now. Gosh, if you're watching, you're from Texas, hang in there, man. Stay warm and stay safe. You'll get through this. I know they had frustrations with the wind turbine systems. That's why coal and natural gas is good to have. It's good to I think the wind and solar is amazing. It helps conserve. Sorry about the glare on my face here, light. It helps conserve, using coal and propane, and you can't just get rid of fossil fuels and coal. We got to have, both. We have so many resources, even in this country, we don't even use. We could be so self-sufficient. But be it that it may, if I'm correct, I think the people in Texas, you guys, some of the wind turbines that they use, it was the metal or something. Maybe it just wasn't heating inside of them, wasn't insulated enough. And I know that sucks. And they seized up. It's not really that kind of weather. That's like us. It's not a norm. Occasionally you get a storm like, we had something hit about 3 years ago. Actually, it was like 2.5, 3 years ago. We had an ice storm hit 17, 18. January of 18, December of 17, and they called it a bomb cyclone, but it was like what I call an ice hurricane. The ice didn't come from like the weather pattern from the southwest up. It came from the ocean and it hit us, brushed us, and it hit New York even harder. It was in the shape of a hurricane. I kid you not. They called it a bomb cyclone. It was so freaking crazy, And it was like, we hadn't seen weather like that since the 70s, so it's rare. If we get snow, it melts pretty quickly. We've had it to where, and literally when it happened, I said, this will be melted by about 2 o'clock. And like 2 o'clock the next day, it was all sheet of ice. I was like, oh shit, that isn't good. So it's not a norm. It's like a 1,000-year flood or something. We had the floods in 2015 here. It was all the rivers. They had a levee break, and then the tide rises on one end, and the water. If you know anything about South Carolina is one big hill going from, we call us the low country here, from like Savannah further down to us. I mean, we're the lowest of it, and it goes up when you get into North Carolina. And then it goes uphill to where Columbia is, called the Midlands. And then it goes uphill again to the Highlands, which is Greenville, to the Smoky Mountains, right there at the South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee border, and that little triad right there. So all those rivers coming down in South Carolina towards the ocean, they said a levee broke somewhere in Columbia. They didn't. I think it may have been after the fact, but all that rain we had. So when the tides come up in the ocean pushing one way and the water's going this way, what's it to do but to come up? It's pressure pushes it up. It was like a sink or a toilet clogging up. It was coming up, man, and that's where it's going. It's got nowhere to go but up. So it did this for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, until everything subsided, in, out, and then we were good. But it left a mess. It really did. It wasn't the norm for us. Though the whole bottom half of Charleston's a flood zone anyway. They call it the West Ashley area. It's like the southwest part of Charleston, but it skirts the coast, and it's all a damn flood zone anyways. One of the reasons why I live uphill here in the Somerville area. So, but anyway, other than that, all is well. Just trucking along. I'm gonna get these damn cushions and this battery charger order so I can get that done. I've got to do that anyway. We're gonna get some sunlight here soon, and all this weather passes. Hopefully, all this next week, all the weather should pass and be clear up for a lot of people around the country. I'm hoping for a lot of you guys in Texas and the Midwest and all that running through. I hope. It sucks. It's like anything else. It will pass. So, but anyway, I wanted to get on real quick and babble like I always do. Not too much cool coming along that I cut you in on, except I will say that I did 4 tracks for a TV show. I don't know what show it is. It was through a publisher up in New York, and it's something I don't do normally. I would do a ton of it. I mean, I would work my butt off if I got this plus my back end royalties, but this was kind of like a composed for hire. I did 4 tracks for a TV show, and I'm not going to see royalties from it. I had to let it go, so I'm just going to forget about them and move on and just act like I never composed them and just put them away. Just, because I'm never going to be able to do anything with them again, and I'll never get royalties for them. So it's not a common practice. It's rare. I don't like doing that because it would really hurt to see that thing like in a Mercedes commercial that could have paid a few $1,000s plus serious royalties, like big time, or some sitcom or massive amounts of royalties coming in. It was a hit and some editor's pile, and what you gonna do? So that's why I write for the back end and hope that, I can get a lot of the front end stuff when I write for these production companies, these libraries and such, and these people. So there's a bunch of work into it. It's not just like writing music in the garage with a band and writing songs. If you take it seriously, and it's a volume thing, it's a lot of work. I spend a lot of hours doing it. So, and I love it though, man. That's the thing I love more than anything. So, love doing my music. So, anyway, I appreciate you guys watching as always, and if you're watching for the first time or whatever, please like and subscribe. I'd love for all y'all to like and subscribe. And as the year progresses, my goal is to do a new record, a new album, and I think I'm really looking to want to do like ambient, post-rock type stuff, and in time, I think I'm going to set up some things to where the best way you guys could support me is to, buy some of my music. And what I might do is I might set up, we get enough subscribers on this channel, I might set up a Patreon. Everybody's doing it. Either that or to be the membership thing here. Something very, very inexpensive. I mean, if everybody pays a very dirt cheap minimum of a Patreon, it would be maybe doing videos more often than once a week here. But everybody who's a member of my Patreon will get every album I put out, my music, for free. You get to download it for free. So, and I would push to try to put at least one album of 10 to 15 tracks out a year. So you got to figure if your membership a month was, let's say you're only paying $2 or $3 a month, and there was enough members are done. I mean, in a year, that's what, 15, 20 bucks cost of an album, but you get that plus, I don't know, if you care to listen to me babble more than once a week. Hey, I'll do it. That's down the road. Right now, I'm so inundated with a lot of things going on with music, and I need to get through some things I got to get done, like this neck surgery. It's not going to be fun, so we'll get through all that. But anyway, I'm babbling on time, but I will keep you guys posted as what's going on here. The weather's going to be nice. We're going to get this van cleaned up and ready, everything good to go, tune things up, get things tidy, get the battery charger in, get that going, get the seat cushions looking good, get everything going, and I'll keep you guys posted on what's in the future for me. It's going to be real cool. I've already talked about what I want to do. We're going to look to maybe get a lot, have a tiny home, kind of split the divvy, and have another van, another, travel vehicle. It's going to be real cool. We're going to see if we can hopefully get some traveling this summer. If I end up selling the van before then, I will work to try to get another vehicle to do that, or we'll figure it out. I don't know. I'll figure it out. That's the fun part about it. So anyway, I'm off. Thank you so much for watching. As I always say, anything cool comes along, I will cut you in. And I appreciate it so much. Have a good one. We'll see you on the next. Bye.